Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Darrell Brooks saga. And this time, I'm gonna do my top five freakouts from Mr. Darrell Brooks right here. But before that, I have a special announcement. Since this month is my birthday on the 19th, I'm gonna do a giveaway. I'm gonna give away to thank you all my subscribers and watchers to give back. I didn't really know it, and I went over the weekend to see some options, but I didn't know what to give myself, so I decided to give something to you guys. That's the way that I'm gonna do it is really easy. All you gotta do is one is be subscribed to the channel, and two post a nice comment on this video. I'm gonna do one for this video and one for tomorrow's video. So it's gonna be two. Is you're gonna win a gift card, $20 gift card. I wish I could give more of that, but I don't really have that kind of money. But I will give away those two gift cards. One for today's video, one for tomorrow's video. So if you guys wanna maybe get some, I'm gonna draw the contest on the 19th on my birthday. We're gonna know the winners. But yeah, you just gotta post a nice comment on the bottom and on the commentary of this video, and you'll be right in. All right. Without further ado, let's just begin. Um, the first one that I have here is really iconic. Like, I still remember this day when the COVID results failed for him to stall. So I'm gonna count this as the lesser one because he wasn't yelling. He was just let's just see how he's doing.
And provide, again, solid cross-examination this morning. So I'm going to give him an opportunity to hopefully settle back in and to come back here when we return from lunch. So with that, we are in recess. Probably come back at 1 o'clock since it's only 11:30, and we'll take the full 90 minutes for lunch today. All right, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Brooks, anything you want to address at this point? It's hard for me to see his head. He's bent over, but I thought I saw him shaking his head. No, but I'll ask one more time. Mr. Brooks, anything you want me to address before the jurors are brought out to continue with testimony from witnesses?
Just a little emotional right now.
All right. Let's bring the jury out. We'll continue. I presume the state has a witness available.
We do.
All right. Thank you.
I really love how she just move on with the trial. Like, he's emotional. Okay, that's good. Let's bring the jury back out. Yeah, that's my number five. In number four, we have this moment.
Heard from.
Like, you guys know that he hates or he doesn't like when someone brings up Erica, and this was during his final with Judge Dorrow's final remarks, and he was like, "I don't." What is it? What was he saying? Like, I don't know. Let's hear him from him.
The witnesses related to Ms. Patterson. We heard from Corey Runkle. We heard from Erica Patterson herself. My impression, based upon Erica Patterson's testimony, who, by the way, she showed grace and dignity facing you, the man who clearly has no regard for her as a mother of one of your children, as someone you had a domestic partnership with and a relationship with at one point.
That's not true.
You had a domestic relationship with her. Like, he doesn't understand what domestic relationship means, but you had a daughter with her, so that's a domestic relationship. Why would you say that is not true?
No, and I would say this goes to your character. What was shown through that altercation and going up the hill, following her, slapping her. You know, the rules don't matter to you, not the rules of the road, not the rules established by court orders, not the rules even of decorum and decency. And I'll get to this more fully when I talk about your character. And I know you went hard at Attorney Opper for her bringing these things up, but those are legitimate, lawful sentencing considerations. And when I get to that point, I'll tell you the case law that supports that. Your character, even your pending cases.
I don't need no case law.
We know at the time of all of this, right, you were out on bond for 2 felony cases, one involving a handgun, one involving the same vehicle and Erica Patterson, and one involving ultimately intimidation of Ms. Patterson. And she was very contrite about this. She told you where she was. She invited you out there. And that you had contact with her on the 20th. There was some physical.
Contact with her on the 20th.
Mr. Brooks, this is my time. You need to not interrupt.
That's the reason why the charge was dropped.
Mr. Brooks,
the state
you need to stop.
said specifically, wrote you, Your Honor, and said that they know it was no incident that day.
Mr.
And
Brooks,
now you want to sit up here.
do not interrupt me or you will be removed to the other
and now you
courtroom.
want to sit up here
Stop.
and try to
now.
add something in that you know for a fact never even happened. You want to sit up here
Mr.
and talk
Brooks,
about
every
who
time-
has grace and all this. You talking about someone with 5 kids that don't have custody.
You need to stop
None of
right
them.
now or you will be removed.
Remove me then.
All right? He will be removed. He cannot simply stay
I don't
quiet when
consent
this
to being
court talks.
sentenced anyway. I don't consent to this. Just like I told you, I don't know the.
He'll be in recess until he's
I don't
removed
even
to the other
understand
courtroom.
the true nature and cause.
And yeah, that was something grand for him to say. Like, he was saying, referring to Erica, like a person that has 5 kids and has custody of none of them. How many kids do you have custody of, Mr. Brooks? Of all of your kids, how many live with you? Like, this was mind-boggling to say the least. Like, he acting out because she didn't have custody of her kids. Like, what? Why do you care? You're worse than her. In many ways, you're worse than most people. Like, I'm not gonna say anyone, but most people. All right, moving on to number 3. This moment was really funny. Like, he trying to act all lawyery. It was something funny about him. Let's look.
Have to be provided with. We're going to call this witness at this time,
But they're
and this
able
witness at this
to
time.
contact
They
their
didn't have to do that, so why should I have to
and
do that?
accommodate their schedules. This is not about you. It's not about the state. It's about the witnesses.
Oof, you know he was hurt when he said this is not about you. Like, a narcissist hate when stuff is not about them.
It's about what's fair.
Availability.
It's about what's fair.
No, frankly, sir, it's about you trying to control what's happening in this court.
How am I controlling what's happening? I'm the one shackled to the table with
Here's the
with a shock
situation.
device
It is
on my ankles.
9:52.
So how's I'm trying to control anything?
I'm
I
having
just
it-
want this
I'm
to be
going
fair,
to-
and it hasn't been fair.
Mr. Brooks, it's fair.
No, it's not. If I have to do something that they don't have to do, how's that fair?
It's fair.
Explain to me how
because
that's
of
fair.
the process that has been set up to, frankly, help you. Get
No,
the
it's
witnesses
not helping me by
to
it's helping
court.
the state
And no.
by being able to say, if we know the time and we know
You
the
did
person
not-
and
I
we know this,
asked you-
then we can be prepared. So we'll already be ready.
Mr. Brooks,
That was
I
the
asked
whole
you
aim of that.
yesterday, and I would have had her come in later. You didn't want to answer that question.
There was no
And
question. There was no question to answer.
That's not
I
true.
did what you asked me to do, Your Honor. You
No, you
said
didn't.
yes, you did. You did. You asked me to give them my witness
Mr.
list.
Brooks,
I gave them
yesterday-
my witness list. It's not my fault.
I very
It's not my fault they
expressly-
weren't going to be prepared to
Mr.
do
Brooks,
their
here's the
to
deal.
do
The
their
jury's
cross.
coming out, and I'm going to stand my ground on this.
I'm going to
Okay,
stand my
it
ground
is-
too, but I'm
if
not
you
going. I'm not
don't
going to
call
be
her-
disrespectful or disruptive.
If you
I'm just
don't
stating.
call-
I'm not gonna be disrespectful or disruptive, as I am being disrespectful and disrupting.
I want it to be
her,
fair.
When the jury comes back out, I'm releasing her from the subpoena.
You can't do that.
For
Law-
your
where's
lack
the
of
lawful law?
cooperation.
Where's the lawful law? I have the right to
You have to
witnesses,
cooperate with this process.
but I
sir.
also have the the Sixth Amendment right.
We have a witness available for you to call. I can require
It's
you
not
to
the
call
witness
her
that
right
should have
now.
been called at this time, Your Honor.
It is based on the list that you provided and
That didn't have a
order.
time. That didn't have a time or of
I'm not going to
or
play
order.
this game with you, sir.
It's not no game. That's
It
what
was-
you don't
it
seem
is
to
a game
understand.
you. I believe that fully.
I don't care what you believe fully.
All right.
It's not a game.
We.
I don't take
I
this
asked
as a
you-
game. That's what
Let me explain
nobody.
this to you
That's what
once
nobody.
again.
You don't got to explain nothing to me.
Do you want?
That's what you don't understand. You
you
think that
want
this
the
is a whole
opportunity
game
to
to me.
question?
This is not a game to me, Your Honor. Nothing about this is a joke.
I never
That's
said
what
it
y'all
was a
don't
joke.
understand.
But there's
And it's
some things in the
unfair.
ship
It's
that's going on.
unfair and it's disrespectful to me that you think I would come in here purposely and treat this like a joke or a game.
I never said it was a
What
joke.
type of statement is that?
Mr.
Your life is not on the line. Mine is. And you think that I think this is funny?
I don't think it's funny whatsoever.
So
And
I
understand.
think, Your Honor, with all due respect, I think you
So
should show
we're
some
going to take
respect.
a 5-minute break, and when we come back, the jury's coming out, and you need to call your next witness. Thank you. We are in
No,
recess.
you're not rushing me to judgment. I don't care what you're talking about.
The whole disrespect thing, like he really is mad when people don't show him respect. But when he is disrespectful to anyone, he needs to be hurt. It's an attack against him. But yeah, that was something a lot. Like, and you notice that he added the joke thing. Like, she said, "I'm not gonna play this game with you," and then he elevated that to say that the whole thing was a game and this was not a joke. And the judge even was like, "I never said that this was a joke. What are you saying?" All right, moving on to number 2. You know this moment, like the box fort. What happens when you take away a kid's toy? Like, he gets mad. Now let's see what happens when they remove Darrell Brooks' playground.
Muted. I've confirmed previously regarding the audio working, and I will just ask him a second time, sir, do you have any requests as relates to the draft packet of jury instructions, whether that be any additions, corrections, edits, or deletions?
And Your Honor, would it be possible for the bailiffs to just move the boxes off the table so
Yes,
we
I
can
think
see?
that's fair. I'm going to advise the bailiff to remove the box so I can see Mr. Brooks. I don't know what he's doing behind there. If you could move the second one because it can interfere with the microphone as well. And the third one. Mr. Brooks, I'm going to ask you for a third time. Do you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions? Any requests for instructions that aren't included that you believe should be included? Any edits or deletions from the packet that has been provided to you?
Hey, why do you tell them to move my box?
Because I couldn't see you, sir.
Or what?
I've asked you twice now, and I'll ask you a third time. Do you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions? Any additions, deletions, edits, or
Hey
otherwise?
man, you don't gotta talk to me like that.
Do you have any
She's not talking her in any other way that she's been respectful. She's just asking.
requests
First of all,
related
what?
to the jury instructions, sir?
Man, yeah, I got requests. It ain't like they gonna be honored though, cause
As it relates to the jury instructions, sir, what are your...
I heard what the hell you said, man.
Well, Mr. Brooks,
Like, wow, like, can you imagine this in an open court? Like, can you imagine any lawyer yelling like that? He will be fined and probably removed.
that was very disrespectful.
Yeah, and I've been getting disrespected since the beginning of this whole process. So welcome to the club.
Mr. Brooks, do you have any requests?
I'm tired of my race being trampled on here too. I'm tired of it too.
Do you have any requests as it relates to the
Ain't nobody
jury
understand
instructions?
why I'm frustrated, though. Ain't nobody understand why I'm frustrated. I just
No.
gonna sit up here and make decisions based on what you think I said when I didn't get consent for you to do any such thing.
Sir, I understand you may be upset, and I really do,
No, you
but
don't
I've made my
understand nothing.
determinations.
You don't understand nothing. You don't understand anything, Your Honor. You don't. Because
I'm going to mute him again because he's not answering the questions that I'm very clearly asking him, and I've given him 5 opportunities. Mr. Brooks, do you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions? I'll unmute you for that answer.
I can't hear everything you're saying.
Mr. Brooks, I know the audio's turned up. I believe you can hear me. You've chosen not to put the headphones on. That's your choice. My final question to you, do you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions?
I just told you, am I muted? Am I muted?
No.
I just told you, I don't know how many times, I can't hear everything you're saying.
Then you should put the headphones
What about that
on.
don't you understand? What about that don't you understand? If you see headphones, you can see everything. You can see boxes, but then you see headphones.
Have you asked for headphones to be provided, sir?
I shouldn't have to ask for them. I didn't ask for my boxes to be moved.
I believe they took them away previously because you were so agitated they were perhaps afraid you might break
Yeah,
them.
I'm still agitated. I ain't gonna stop being agitated. That ain't gonna stop. You sit up here and do everything you doing and think God don't see what you doing?
All right, that's enough. Like he was saying that when he puts us, he has no right to be calling out people for anything, to be honest. But yeah, that was number 2. Number 1, I think you guys know this one. Like Erica Patterson is a really touchy subject with him because you remember how she wanted to marry her and stuff. But let's see what happens when Zach brings out the past with Erica Patterson.
When I may take an early lunch. If that's in your cell, then you can go get it and bring it. But without that letter, I'm not allowing this line of questioning. Do you have the letter with you in court?
I just said no. How many
Okay.
times I gotta say the same thing on record?
You know, sometimes, sir, I don't hear what you say because you interrupt me so much or you answer quietly. And I'm taking notes and I'm focused on probably a dozen things at the same time.
But if I say something under my breath, everybody seems to hear it. Everybody seems to hear
In
that
a
just
quiet
fine.
courtroom,
And everybody
yes, we can hear it very
and
clearly.
everybody assumes that it has to be disparaging. Or,
Once again, you're doing this tactic.
Because
where you try to
it's not a
go
tactic,
off
it's
of what
facts.
We're talking
It's
about
facts.
to some other reason.
It's facts.
to
Because
some
I
other
find
thing.
it hard to believe that
I'm going to
all
let
of
the
a sudden
state.
nobody hears what I say.
I'm going to let the
Come on,
state
man,
make
stop.
a record of why they
Stop.
believe it's objectionable because I haven't let them do that. I've given you multiple opportunities to tell me why you
So
believe it's.
I didn't get these pictures from nobody else. Why was
The
somebody
record will
else
reflect you have 2 pictures that you believe were from this witness.
that I know is from?
No, that you believe.
That I know.
All right, I'll ask the state their position on all of this.
My position, Your Honor, is that these pictures, first of all, should not be admissible. 1, because of a discovery violation. We've never seen them before. 2, because we have reason to believe that he did not get them from Erica Patterson. He is on a jail phone call talking to his mother, Dawn Woods, about Dawn Woods sending these photographs to him. Now,
That's a lie. I object to
Let the
that.
state make their argument
Why would Zach lie about that?
without interruption, sir.
That's a lie, though.
3, I believe that these photographs are designed to make a suggestion to the jury that Erica Patterson is a bad mom. I think that is what the defendant is trying to do. And if we're going to go down that road, then we would be forced to counter that claim. First of all, it doesn't make her an incredible witness, if it's even true. And second of all, if we go down that road, we would be forced to counter that claim by pointing out that not only does the defendant not live with the child in question, he doesn't live with any of the other children that he has. He impregnated Erica Patterson when she was a minor in Nevada, and for doing so, he was convicted of statutory sexual seduction, pled guilty in March of 2007 to that felony offense, and is a sex offender on the registry as a result. So if there's any causation that would lead to Erica Patterson being a bad mom, Mr. Brooks has a direct role in that causation.
And that's
Furthermore,
I object to that.
I'm not
because
done.
that's a lie.
Let him
Because at
finish.
the end of the day,
Let him
if
finish,
we gonna open the door
Mr.
on that, no,
Brooks.
since he want to make a record and not be accurate, so let's be accurate all on the record. Since you think you know so much,
Once
so
again,
we can
Mr.
open the
Brooks
door
is
on.
being
We can
loud,
open the door on how old she told me she was when we met.
interrupting.
We can ask that question
He is
too. Then
over the
Did you
top
ask that?
animated
Did you
right
know
now.
that?
Mr. Brooks, I'm ordering you to sit down and to let the state
no,
finish.
no, I'm not going to sit here and let somebody be inaccurate on the record and lie on the record.
Right. Under Illinois versus Allen, I've warned him repeatedly. He's being removed from the courtroom. And you know what? Let me dial that back. We're just going to take an early lunch, 1 hour. We'll be back. And unless he brings that letter and he can show it is inadmissible, he will not be questioned. And under 906.11, I will declare the cross-examination closed. Thank you. We're in recess. 1 hour.
Get your facts straight. So let's open the door on all of it then, so we can get all of it on the record. Since you think you know so much. Did you know she said she was 18 when I met her? Did you know that?
That doesn't matter, Mr. Brooks. That doesn't matter. All right, those were my top 5 freak out moments from Darrell Brooks. What do you guys think? Like, do you have any more that you feel like are better than this? I would like to see your favorites on the comments. But that will be it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Reporting from the box fort from Mr. Brooks, I'm Jester, and I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.